Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are finishing up Avatar The Last Airbender today. We're watching all four episodes, the four-part finale in one go, of course. Whew, and this is the first one, Book 3, Chapter 18, Sozin's Comet, Part 1, The Phoenix King. I'm not quite sure what the Phoenix King, what that is referring to, or who that is. But yeah, this has been a great season, a great series so far. It has quickly become one of our absolute favorites, if not, yeah,
Favorite?
it's your favorite. Yeah. And it's so weird that we're here now and that we are getting ready to finish up Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then we're not gonna be watching anymore. Of course, we can move on to the Legend of Korra, but still, this is the end. And even though we're looking very much forward to watching these last four episodes, it's still sad. So yeah, it's gonna be a sad farewell, and you have the tissues ready. I think we are ready. In the last one, we got kind of like a recap of the entire series in a very clever way, where they went and they saw this play, and yeah, there were a lot of funny moments in that one, and then of course some dramatic one or some serious ones as well between like Aang and Katara and the whole will they won't they before getting into the last battle. And we talked about it, like we can see it from both sides, that they're afraid to lose each other, so it's like and just reacting in different ways. But yeah, let's not talk too much. Do you want to jump into this? Yeah, do you have anything you want to
No.
no say before? All right. Fair enough. Then let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Avatar. That's not, no reason to mention that anymore, really, because now that you're watching this on, if you're watching this on YouTube, then we've finished this one, and then we've probably started the next series. Either way, uh, yeah, let's do it. I don't know if
It's
we're
on
ready.
Patreon. No, it's in the description, by
Yes,
the way.
yes. Sorry. I'm just yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Relax. Let's do it. All right, the Phoenix King. So that was Osai. He's preparing to become something else, something more. Lord or Emperor of the entire world. Damn, he is just pure evil. No redeeming qualities whatsoever. Like that war meeting that we finally got to see here before the day of the eclipse. Yeah, he was just like getting ready to wipe out another civilization, and we also learned that that was the whole Sozin wiping out the Airbenders. That was what he used the comet for in like first time, and now Osai wants to wipe out the Earth Kingdom and take over the entire world. And he obviously doesn't think that the water tribes are any like they're a threat anymore. It seems like,
No,
even
because
though
we only have those two tribes. We have the northern and the southern tribe, and the southern
yes,
tribe is already almost gone.
yeah, and that they have most of the army imprisoned after the day of the eclipse. And I don't know about air tribe, northern water tribe. But yeah, he's getting ready to take over the world, and he wants Azula to stay behind to protect something important. Did he say what that? He didn't really say what that important thing was, or maybe it's just protecting the homeland, and that is the important task. And then she's gonna become the new Fire Lord.
That's how I understood it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. But it does seem like she's not losing it, but she's becoming unstable more so. Because last time we saw her, she lost both May and Ty Lee, or they betrayed her. So she's like alone now, and she's like Zuko's not there anymore, so she can like control him. And if something, if there's some sort of fallout, like her failing to kill the Avatar, and at the end of season 2, like she can't blame it on Zuko anymore. Like she's all alone, and now she has to defend the Fire Nation.
Yeah, but I think it was a bit. Well, we clearly saw her true colors, or we always see her true colors. But I mean, him going without her and like you're treating me like Zuko. It's just very telling about her personality, or like
she became a spoiled brat right there and then. She was like, no, it was my idea, and I came up with destroying the Earth Kingdom, so I should be there with you, and we should do this together. And she was like, just all she needed was just laying on the ground and going like, you know,
yeah,
in that moment, and then he just it was pretty easy to see, or it is very easy to see, that he just has her in the palm of his hand. And I know some of you have mentioned that we are maybe going to feel sorry for Azula at some point. And I do feel sorry for her, because she has been manipulated and turned into this monster, you know, her entire life. And that is very much because of Ozai. So yeah, he is just pure evil, and that has trickled down to Azula. And she is a victim in a way, but still, yeah.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons she was freaking out a bit is exactly because she was left first by Zuko, even though, well, of course, we get why he would leave.
Or maybe like the mom first.
Yeah. Oh, well, the mom not believing in her, calling her monster and everything.
Yeah.
And then Zuko later on, and now Mei and Ty Lee having turned on her and left her, abandoned her.
Yes.
And the last person she has left is her father. And him almost turning her away. Yes. Or she felt like that way, clearly.
Exactly.
And then she was like, don't go.
Yes.
And
you're all I have left.
Yeah, and creating a bit of a temper tantrum, right? But yeah, I think that's also a big part of why she was freaking out a bit.
Yeah,
it was because of this whole abandonment issue, perhaps. And yeah, she is broken.
She is a troubled person, definitely. But let's get into the gang. And what happened here? We got some training, some more training with Zuko and Aang, and Zuko just being very, no nonsense, and you need to train now. And in the middle of a beach party, while they're making big sand castles and figures and everything, he just
blob monsters.
and blob monsters. That Sokka wanted to look like Suki, but like it's more the intention than what and she saw that and she appreciated it. Like they're a cute couple.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. But yeah, Zuko attacked Aang, and we learned that the reason why Zuko was being so adamant about no, we need to train, we need to just keep going, and then the rest of the gang, they were like no, beach party, is because they were getting ready to just skip the comet and wait until after it was over. And then they could attack the Fire Lord. But that's when we got the whole Ozai wants to destroy the Earth King plan. So they have to...
racial cleansing, basically.
Yeah.
Genocide.
Another genocide, yeah. So now they really have to get ready. And we got some more training. Toph had...
fighting.
Toph got to have some fun.
As the Melon Lord.
Yes, the Melon Lord. But when it got down to it, the real issue here was Aang does not want to kill anyone, not even the Fire Lord.
Because he's wired the way he's wired, and it's something that stems from back when, of course, he's been raised a monk. And that was one of the lessons he was taught. And then one of the, if in my opinion, one of the very most important lessons that you can have is that everyone's a human being. So even though there are murderous raging psychopath that just wants to conquer the world, they still in some way deserve life, or at least the benefit of the doubt, at least. And that clearly got to him. And that's what he said as well at the end of the Avatar and the Fire Lord episode, that what if anything, what this story tells us is that anyone is capable of
good and evil. Even the Fire Lord deserves, and like, yeah, as you said. So he's struggling a lot with that. Like, there's a lot of inner turmoil going on, and we definitely understand that. And if there's some sort of solution where he doesn't have to straight up kill the Fire Lord, then that's what he's going to do, or that's what he wants to do.
Burn off his hands, or make him numb, or like
imprison him in some way. Yeah. And just as a general rule, like, we're also, you and I, against killing.
Some of us are actually against violence, period.
Yeah, exactly. It's whatever you can do to avoid killing and avoid violence or hurting anyone, even someone you hate. We do also understand that you can't always go that route, and the world isn't that black and white that it can just be either you kill or you don't. Like, there are, and yeah, we can get into a lot of stuff there, but we understand where Aang is coming from. We understand where the rest of the gang, where they're coming from, because they also just want this thing to be over with. They want to win this fucking war and get rid of Osai and the Fire Nation, and what they're gonna do. Like, the stakes are there and they're high. So yeah, but what then happened was Aang got abducted by an island.
Reminds me of a movie I once saw. Life of Pi.
Oh, Life of Pi. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I was just waiting for you to, if you were going to say it or if you wanted me to say it. But yeah, Life of Pi. But he's on an island now in the middle of nowhere. And there were some voices, some chanting going on when he was, in a trance and going towards the beach.
Something mysterious.
Something mysterious, yes, is going on. And the rest of them are looking for Aang. And they are gonna hopefully get the help of this tracker that we saw all the way back in book 1. Yeah, June, the one that Iroh kind of not fell in love with, but he had a good eye towards her.
He was very fascinated by her.
Yes, you could call it that. So now we're underway. We've started the 4-part finale. This was, part 1, the Phoenix King. What's gonna happen next? It didn't get, we didn't need the tissues in this one, but I'm sure we're gonna need them in the following episode. So unless you have anything you wanna...
Just very quickly, I remember someone writing a comment, and that person's name was Melon Lord, and then one of our regulars, he just wrote, "Hey, I see what you did there with the name," and with the Melon Lord and everything, and I was just like, this is something that might come at some point. I don't know if it's an Avatar thing, and well, there you go. That's
the Melon Lord. Yeah,
the reference. That's the Melon Lord. Yeah. So I just thought it was very funny because it was not really a spoiler. The name was not a spoiler because, well, of course, I expected something that had to do with Melon Lord, but I kind of forgot. And then suddenly when he showed up, I was just like, oh, there it was.
It's not a big thing.
I understand there's a reference to this.
Yeah. And it is a lot of fun when like some of you guys, you use terms that we don't really think of them as being any sort of, like, it's not a spoiler or anything. But an example, like in the last episode where they actually used the term tear bending. And that's, of course, that's why you've been telling Kat that she's a good tear bender through the entire series while we've been watching it, at least. I think it's a reference from that episode, and we didn't know that, obviously, and it's not that it spoiled anything that we used that term, so it's just funny. Yeah,
that's rough, buddy. That's also
How could we ever know that was something that Zuko was going to say to Sokka?
Yeah, exactly.
So these little things that, like, once we then see it in an episode or we hear it and we go like, oh, that's why people have been saying that. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for this reaction and review of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 3, Chapter 18, Sozin's Comet, Part 1, The Phoenix King. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.